today.
The stars come out in LA, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I was talking about that Miami Pelicans game. That game was big, and I was watching that thing like I was watching my bank account on payday, making sure that check dropped in. But if the Kings win today, they will be in third in the Western Conference. So this is a big game here in January.
So, you look at kind of how the rankings have ironed themselves out, right? As Harrison Barnes letting them know, you better watch out. I got that quick step, and I'll throw down on you. But I think the interesting thing when you look at teams like the Pelicans, they're obviously going through injuries. Every team has kind of gone through injuries this year. As LeBron James getting inside, more pain points for this Lakers team. The Kings haven't really been faced with that. And so this is a really interesting game because you're playing without Domantas Sabonis. And you got to figure out how you're going to sustain yourselves if you have these little injuries that pop up.
That too. Fouled by Thomas Bryant. So Chimezie will head to the line for 2 free ones.
Both guys coming out of the timeout, start the second quarter ready to get a little action inside. Harrison Barnes with the throwdown, and then LeBron James doing LeBron James things, putting it on the deck, getting to the rim.
That too. You see his stat line makes the first. Kings fans, Xfinity delivers the fastest mobile service with 5G and millions of Wi-Fi hotspots with savings you can't pass up. Learn more at xfinity.com/fastest. Big night for Metu last night. And his number 4 jersey retired at Lawndale High School, suburb here.
Enjoyed the second quarter. Kings Lakers. Hit the like button, subscribe, and please support the channel by donating. Let's go.
Had his family there, teammates. Mom Florence was in attendance. Special moment for Chimezie as he comes through. Nice block on cue. Metu with the rejection. Kings off and running, down by 9. Fox, corner 3. Back tap out to Barnes. Kings doing a great job crashing the glass here early. Trey Lyles lost control of it. That's 5 turnovers. Here comes LeBron James. Already with 11. Gets to a spot. Fox, guarded by Christie. Using it. Metu screen. Spinning. Firing. It seemed like the air has been strong on a few here tonight. Kings shooting just 42% from the field as Thomas Bryant is fouled by Malik Monk.
And Malik, the mismatch down low. He's got Bryant on the low block. That's a big load to kind of carry right there. And they're getting him for that hook with that left arm. He didn't think the official would see it from behind, but they have a way of seeing those things.
Thomas Bryant looking like Wilt Chamberlain last time we saw these two teams. 29 points, 14 rebounds. Speaking of an all-time great, LeBron just continues to play at a high level. And it's interesting about LeBron, Katie. Here he is in year number 20, 38 years old. As the Kings, another turnover out of bounds. It'll be Sacramento ball. But the thing about LeBron, and he even had mentioned it, his understanding of the game, he can't just use athleticism all the time now. It has to be basketball IQ that we're seeing it from him.
Well, he probably could use athleticism, but it doesn't favor him long-term throughout the season, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he said back in the day, he was just, using a lot of speed, just jumping and then figuring things out. Now a more cerebral player. Nice defense there by Malik. God, that got to be travel. Russell Westbrook frustrated, and he's teed up. Westbrook incensed.
I don't think it would be a Kings-Lakers game if Westbrook didn't get a technical, right? I mean, he drug that pivot foot so far. He covered a lot of ground, touched every bit of that low block, but that's the tough part. As a player, you get frustrated in those moments because it doesn't feel like you've just traveled. You feel like you're taking a lot of contact, whatever it is. And when you go back and watch it, you certainly drug that pivot foot about a foot and a half.
Yeah, exactly. He's complaining, but he got run. Right. Barnes front rims. That foul shot No harm, no foul for Russell Westbrook.
Just as well, it's a little bit lighter. And Charity is a little bit more charitable, I guess.
Charitable, right? So what are you seeing here with no Domas tonight offensively?
There's just not as much movement and changing side to side. And, obviously they operate a lot from that elbow area and then recently the low block. But it's pretty much all on the perimeter tonight.
Lyles with the big boy rebound going right at LeBron. And Trey Lyles is on the board.
Just a really nice job right there by Trey Lyles attacking LeBron James, finishing on the weak side.
LeBron goes the other way on the screen and he's hacked by Metu. So LeBron James will head to the line for 2 free throws as Shemezi picks up his first.
Watch this, how he attacks LeBron, goes to the weak side, and then the little reversed shot with the English on it to get it off over a shot blocker, and then LeBron in attack mode, and he's going to go into the paint 9 times out of 10 against this team because the Kings have a reputation for not defending the paint well, and they're playing without Domantas Sabonis tonight, and that's a big, strong body inside that is not there to eat up a little bit of that paint area against opponents.
Dennis Schroeder checking back in for Kendrick Nunn. LeBron had one of those old man moments the other night against Houston. Jabari Smith Jr. at the start of the game said, hey man, your first ever game, you played with my dad. Jabari Smith Jr. played against him. Remember Jabari Smith? Yeah, was a Sacramento King, yeah.
He was a DNP CD that game, did not touch the floor, and gosh, I don't know when we're going to stop calling him an old man.
Right. 38,
38, I guess, in basketball.
Like dog years, All right, Mike Brown's going to take a timeout. Not liking what he's seeing from his squad. 6 turnovers here in the first half. Kings down by 11.